Well, I mean, yeah, I guess I will just stay put and swing my flail.
Sure, go ahead. Yeah,
Oh,
that
does
hits.
that hit? Nice.
Yeah. The flail doesn't
Fine.
do magic damage, does it?
No.
I think I'm the only person with a magic weapon.
That's why this boss doesn't fold despite being singular versus many.
Fold.
Because it's made out of paper.
Yeah, I was gonna say it doesn't fold despite being paper.
I mean, we have 2 casters.
Yeah, I know.
I thought you meant like, you know, like cards.
And also, our monk is doing radiant damage, so
Alright.
I can swing again, right, with action surge.
you
Is
get
that
You have extra attack.
yeah you get
Oh,
extra
You're a
attack. 'cause you're-
fighter.
sick.
You already. Beatrix.
Take that, doesn't it?
Well, you're flanking, aren't you?
Yeah,
Yes.
so you get a crit.
Do I actually?
Yes.
Wait, what do the 2 rolls mean? On
So
the-
That's your advantage.
basically, this dice roller specifically, this system automatically rolls advantage for you. So just do the first roll, like 90% of the time. So yeah, you get crit.
Fizzy lifting drinks. You get nothing.
It'll do it automatically for you.
Oh,
when you click
okay.
on the flail for damage.
Oh shit. Okay.
Yeah. You do this kind of these elaborate little rolls out of the way as the golem tries to like slam down on you, and at each time, kind of like a Dark Souls boss, you're kind of flailing and then rolling again in order to get out of the way and then get another hit in.
Oh my god, is that a motherfucking Dark Souls reference?
Also-
Lyra.
What subclass are you? What fighter subclass are you? Because I can't work it out.
Big dick.
Protect.
Big dick.
Oh no, so I get crits on 19.
Oh, champion.
Yeah.
Raw.
Wouldn't it be Big Monster's turn before Lyra's?
No.
No, it are. Oh wait, yeah. Sorry.
You just
I
skipped
marked-
it.
Yeah. Sorry, I was already hovering over it. Okay.
Big Monster doesn't get a turn.
Also, the fucking bandage boy isn't in the turn order.
Okay.
I can go
So
next turn if
no,
that fucks
just
up.
go now. Just go now.
Okay, cool. Alright, question. This guy absorbs magic, right?
You do
Seems
not know
to?
the exact circumstances.
I mean,
Some kind of magic, yeah.
You
I
have
mean,
any
he
sort
did
of
it.
fight.
He did it to my fist when I got a
Yeah.
nat 1.
I'm gonna say yeah. So I'm gonna move behind this pillar. This is a pillar, right?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna
Also,
move
you're
behind this
standing in a
pillar.
wall, so one more to the left.
So I'm just gonna blast him with an arrow.
All right. Roll the attack then. That does not hit.
Okay.
Did you forget to add your dex modifier?
No, that is definitely his dex modifier.
Yeah, +3.
Because you're not proficient with crossbows, are you?
No, I'm not.
Yeah, exactly. So you'd only get the dex bonus.
Jesus Christ. Then why are you shooting with
So-
a weapon you're not proficient in?
Shut up! That's why!
Okay. Anyways, so it is going to have its turn, and it's going. God damn it! The music ran out. Okay. So it's going to attack. It's gonna go for Gaius actually. Does no 14 does not hit you. What?
That's also a cool Dark Souls boss style roll.
No, you block it with your fist and then toss it away.
Oh, god. What a shit monster. You can only do one fucking attack.
Well, I mean, the point of it is that it's able to spawn the books and stuff. That's what supplements it. It also has a lot of resistances.
Fair enough.
Lyra,
Moira? Oh,
Yeah.
Governor. Say it ain't so, Governor. Is it my turn?
it is.
Sick. Hang on. Oh, my character sheet's on 20, isn't it? Oh, love that. Okay, I'm gonna cast Chaos Bolt at
Okay.
the dude. But I
Alright,
hope I don't
roll a-
miss. Hee hee.
Roll a spell attack roll.
What's my spell attack? Is it proficiency and the stat?
Yes.
It is 8 plus stat plus proficiency.
No, that's saving throws.
That's my save.
Oh yeah. Sorry, it's
So it's +6 to hit. Yay.
Imagine rolling a +6
Oh.
to hit.
I missed. Oh,
no, that hits.
What? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Right.
Rolling a +2 measure, not rolling a +7 to hit.
Okay, so it's 2d8 plus 1d6.
Yes.
Cool. It's a very strange damage profile.
Well, that's the whole point of it. Okay, so you can do 7 or 1, whatever those 2 damages are.
Psychic or acid?
Which
I
do you
don't
want to do?
probably.
After night.
I'm gonna go with
Nope.
acid because it's like it doesn't have a brain, so I'm gonna say it's probably got resistance to psychic damage.
Alright. So, you, kind of knowing the volatile nature of the spell, you line up and get a line of sight going with it, and then you fire it off, and to slight surprise to you, it comes out in this kind of a viscous green flow, not unlike that of vomit, that goes and kind of eats through some of the paper, kind of protecting the chassis of the spellbook.
On the map, these fucking.
Wait, where am I?
In the
Oh,
middle.
yeah, you're.
Where-
No, you're also not in the turn order.
Oh my god.
Oh.
You're 15, so you would have gone right after Lyra.
Yeah.
So go now.
I am gonna go here.
Yep.
And I'm gonna beat the shit out of this guy. Okay.
It's a bit mean.
Yeah, well, he fucking started it. Do I have advantage?
Yeah. I mean, you've got your flunking through your line, so.
Okay.
Yeah, those 2 hit.
I was rolling with advantage, but okay.
Oh, okay. Well, you don't need to do that, though. It rolls advantage automatically.
I don't have an unarmed attack listed.
Yeah. Either way, they hit.
Crit.
Okay. Okay. Go ahead and roll damage on each.
I don't. Okay, so this is my first 2 attacks. Then haste action attacks does a 12 hits, right?
Yes, 12 does hit.
Okay, so that they all hit.
Yeah.
So, and then with my bonus action, I'll bite it.
Alright. Okay.
21.
Roll. Yeah, you gotta roll all that damage.
Okay, so each one of the basic unarmed attacks, the first 4 do 6 magical bludgeoning damage, except for the crit, which does 7.
Okay. So that is 25 total?
25 bludgeoning damage. Then each one of them each attack does an additional d6 of force damage,
Okay, so.
except for the crit,
46.
which does 2. So that's 5. So that's 66.
It's 5d6.
Crit.
Yeah, but it's, what is it, 4 attacks, so that's 1 extra.
5
die,
attacks.
So 5.
All my melee weapon attacks do.
20. And those all count as magical, right?
This is force damage.
Yeah, that's still fine.
And then my fangs do 7 piercing damage, which counts as magical. So that's
Yep.
25, 46, 53.
Yeah. Alright. So, you basically lay into this thing, and you're just basically going blind with rage, attacking it over and over again, and to the point of biting into it, and then tearing out like a dog on a newspaper. As you kind of tear away a bunch of the mass of this golem, it starts to, the underneath of it that kind of binds all of these pages together, you can see there's this red crackling electrical-like energy, and as the turn rolls over to the next one, it is going to hold both of its arms out, and the kind of image of the same mask that you saw before on the figure who's in the tomb that summoned this thing is going to appear over the face of this, and it is going to flash, and then it is going to pull off a desperation move.
Ruh-roh. Also, it has
Desperation move.
disadvantage on any attack roll against anyone but me.
Oh, it's not an attack roll, so
Okay, fair enough.
No.
3d3. Ooh! 3
Oh, no.
crits. Alright, so, kind of turning towards all of the pages that have fallen near its feet, it is going to reconstruct them in a kind of papier-mâché style, for lack of a better term, and they are going to reform into another fleet of birds around them.
Jeez.
Yeah, you get some 9. Also, I will say they are flying about 10 feet ahead of you, above you guys, so they are not going to provoke an attack of opportunity when they move out of the way, if and when they choose to.
Would that still count, seeing as my arms?
Oh yeah,
have-
your arms have 10-foot reach.
Yep.
And then the books are going to fly out. So let me double check their move speed. 30 foot. Okay. So this one's gonna move.
For me.
It's going to Lyra.
To me?
Yep.
Why me?
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Racism.
This thing
It
isn't
can't know.
stupid.
Well, it doesn't. How does it know I'm casting haste?
Okay. It's a
What
magical
are the point?
creature.
Where the fuck did all those books come from?
It's a magical creature. Also, that was.
Okay,
its
but why are there
desperation
1,
move.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 books here now?
So
9.
when it spawns books, it can do 1d3 at a time. Desperation move, it does that 3 times.
That's stupid and gay. Whatever.
Oh, sorry, you guys weren't gonna curb stomp this boss with no effort.
Just cast Fireball on it.
I don't have fireball.
Make him
Okay.
wet.
Lyra,
Oh, steam bully. Oh yeah, dex save. Cool. I'm so good at these.
anyways, this thing has, what is it?
Oh.
Yeah, that's a fail.
No.
Really?
So you take 11 force damage.
Cool. That's 20. And what's my DC for concentration?
10.
22.
You keep concentration.
It's all gravy. It's all gravy, baby.
Then this one next to Gaius is going to blow up, so Gaius, you need to make a dex save.
Oh, whoa. Oh, wait, actually, I don't have the tech. Oh, wait,
Yeah?
I might say.
Oh.
No.
Indeed.
Wait, I fucked up. I actually have proficiency on saving throws.
Rosa's still down there. Rosa's still down
The
there.
wrong thing.
Oh, she was? I left her down there.
Okay, so that's 10?
Oh, well.
Wait, proficiency or advantage? Those are 2 different things.
Proficiency. I clicked the wrong deck button.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Mhm.
So, yeah, that
There-
passes. So
there
you
are
only,
dex.
take, you only take half of this. 3. And this
Ow.
one's gonna come over. No, they're still going. It
Oh,
goes,
no.
it goes.
Okay, wait.
no.
I gotta ask a question. What's the radius on this?
10 foot.
Okay. What
Wait,
type,
would
which
that
type is
be
it?
already?
So when
I'm not having it hit at friendlies because that's stupid.
I will remind you of that rule.
What?
When it
can't
would-
hit friendly?
Yeah, when it would be, opportune to screw us over, hitting friendlies with AoE damage.
Okay. There's instances where it makes sense, and there's instances where it doesn't make sense. A fireball doesn't make any sense that it wouldn't hurt your friends. Also, there's specifically a meta magic that makes that not hurt your friends. But this is spawned from this creature, so
But despite that, wouldn't
If
this book
if
exploding in
Lyra
a
summons
10
an elemental,
radius?
it can still hurt her.
okay, it'll move up 1 and then explode.
Well, wouldn't that one already be dead?
Oh my god, shut up. 3 damage. We're gonna go over here since we're getting specific about it.
Wouldn't that one
Save.
already be dead?
because the one blew up right next to me would have had that one in it. But
Okay, you get 1. Okay, now dex save.
ugh.
12 damage. This is force damage, which I don't think is relevant for anybody except for Viola.
How are you resistant to force damage?
I've got a brooch of shielding.
Alright.
Okay. Then this one's going to blow up Beatrix and Viola.
Okay, question.
Yes.
I have protection fighting style, so is this counted as an attack?
No,
Also,
you have to make a save.
Oh,
16.
It would have just moved past Viola, wouldn't it? So wouldn't she get attack of opportunity?
It's flying.
Yeah.
Ah, right.
Right, yeah. And also she's a halfling, so...
Yeah, very big.
Okay.
Okay, so how do you roll the dex save properly? What do you click?
There's the
So
saving
you-
throws box
Oh,
on your
the
shape.
save.
Yeah.
Okay, gotcha.
So click the one that says dexterity.
She's just baby.
Okay, Viola is going to take full damage, Beatrix takes half, but you already take half anyways, so it doesn't matter. Okay, so 3 for Beatrix and 3 for Viola.
Alrighty.
1, 2, 3. I know we just went through the wall, but he would have curved around anyways, so...
Okay, so that is a
I'm
wall. I was wondering what that was.
Yeah. It is intended to be a wall, I'm just, for sake of expediency, moving it through. Okay, Christmas, dex save.
Holy shit!
Okay,
Damn.
I'm...
Damn.
Yeah, he doesn't take any damage. So this book, as it comes over, you manage to kind of bait it to start exploding and then roll behind the pillar where it just explodes and there's little rippy bits of paper flying everywhere. Yeah,
This really is
surprisingly,
Dark Souls.
Christmas just does a fucking JoJo pose.
That's my shtick.
I think we're all JoJo's in this campaign.
Okay, yeah, this one's also going to explode on you though, so dex save. Yeah, that one's gonna do it.
You used up all your cool juice.
Okay, 10 force damage. And then one last one on Gaius. Another 10 damage.
Christ, they ripped through my fucking health. I was on full health at the start of this turn,
Hey,
and
you
now I'm
guys
on
shouldn't
10.
have called this boss easy.
How you doing over there, buddy?
Not
Guys,
good.
On a scale of 1 to 10,
are you cognizant enough to be saying that to him right now?
I'm not saying that in character.
Okay, fair. Alright, yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna do my 2 mandated attacks and then
Mandated.
well, yeah, you know,
Government mandated attacks.
my normal attack and my extra attack,
Yeah.
and my flurry of blows.
Sure. Alright, yeah,
All
these are
but
all,
one
yeah,
of.
they're all-
Oh, they all have advantage too. So yeah,
They all hit no matter what, actually, so...
Aura.
This thing has... I reiterate, this thing has very low AC, it just has very high health, and has the spellbook mechanic, which is what makes it strong.
Any spells though, is it?
That is. Fuck.
Well, it's made of
29.
spellbooks, it's not a spellcaster.
29
So-
radiant damage right to it.
Yeah.
You said it's like center core thing was starting to get exposed, right?
Basically, yeah.
Yeah, that's where the fucking arms are attacking. The arms of Gaius' astral self are fucking punching right in its center mass at that.
Sure. So you and your fists kind of go in tandem and kind of go and strike at the core. The fists kind of take the lead at hitting the core itself as your arms start to go for the body, because you get the feeling that attacking the core barehanded would probably be a bad idea with the volatile energies inside. But the golem is starting to look worse for wear. Alright, it is Christmas's turn.
It's
This guy is
Christmas
more of
time.
a Muda or an Aura guy.
Definitely an aura.
Okay.
He's an Ari kind of guy.
I'm dead.
Good point.
I'm going to cast Cloud of Daggers.
Okay.
The
Yeah,
best
let it
spell. Because it's
That-
automatic damage.
Clear 5 foot cubes and one choose.
It's automatic damage.
Okay.
So boom.
It's
That just
free
happens,
real
right? It's
estate.
not. It doesn't linger, right?
No, it persists.
Okay. What point are you centering it on?
Right at the
Okay.
book
Yeah.
end.
Well, it's not demon. It's
damage.
golem.
Demon, golem, same potato.
Same potato.
Those are very different things, but okay. Anyways, okay. So when it starts its turn there, okay. So at the start of its turn, it'll take the damage.
That means
When it enters the spell's area for the first time on a turn, or starts its turn there.
Yeah. When it starts its turn.
On a turn, it entered, so it happens immediately.
And is it really entering if it spawned around it?
Yes. It's entering the spell's area.
Oh. Alright. So that's 14. Viola, your go. You basically summon this this magical paper shredder kind of in a big whirling
Paper shredder goes.
damn it! I was gonna say that.
This flying cloud of blades kind of just goes and in this buzzsaw motion is just whipping and cutting through, kind of like a, you know, all the bits in the Sonic X anime where he's doing the spinball through enemies and shit, and he's going through them, and it's like the only part of that cool cartoon that's cool. It's basically that.
Viola's gonna be very interesting and swing her flail again. Oh, for a crit.
Yeah, that is a crit.
Cool.
That is interesting.
Not very much damage.
Interesting. Okay. You also get another attack. Don't
And
forget.
then one more. Is that another crit?
No, it's in green if it's a nat 20.
Oh, okay, got it. Oh,
but
but
yes,
it's a
that does hit.
19 though.
Yes, that does. Oh, oh yeah, because you have advantage. Yeah, so that does crit actually.
So, how do crits work again?
You roll another of the damage die that the weapon does,
Oh, okay.
or you double the damage die.
Click
but
click
in this
the
instance,
click the
like-
damage button for the previous attack.
Oh, right, yeah, you. Okay.
10. Okay. So
Also, you can
6,
change
5.
your crit range in your
Oh,
sheet.
can I?
So it is starting its turn in the Cloud of Daggers, so it is going to take 44, 7, and it is going to, knowing it's basically on its last legs, it is going to turn to the person who's currently the lowest right now, that being Gaius.
No, por favor.
That's not Italian.
Mamma mia.
Does a 15 hit you?
Disadvantage.
Disadvantage!
He's gonna get
Come
even
on.
higher.
Come on, get lower. Yes! Because 15's right on my AC.
Okay, okay.
Ooh.
Your life does not end in 30 fucking seconds from now. Alright, Lyra, it's your turn.
Okay, let's see. Am I currently in danger? No. I'm gonna Chaos Bolt again.
Alright,
How many
go right
slots?
ahead.
How many slots do I have? Level 1. Okay, level 5. I have 4 first level slots, and I currently use one of them, so I got plenty of blasting left. 18.
Yeah, that hits. Go ahead and roll your damage.
Wow. Okay, I'm gonna
what?
do. That is that's lightning or force. I'm gonna do force because nothing's immune to force damage.
Wow,
So,
metagaming much?
No, I know that because I've made a study of stuff, you know. Whatever.
Okay. So, you... Yeah, I guess I have to give this to you. How do you want to do this?
Sick. I guess it just like when my force bolt blasts it, it just sort of falls apart in a flutter of pages.
Yeah. So,
It's like, curse you, Lyra! I'll be back for you.
okay, can't talk, but sure. Send him this
A little page flutters past with those words on it.
So, that's not how this works, but okay.
Whatever.
You hold out your hand and you fire the bolt as it kind of arcs across, and then the hit strikes right in the core of it, and you can see it get brighter and brighter as the golem looks towards you with an unreadable expression before it goes bright white, and then the pages all just flutter and explode out everywhere as the golem is no more.
Oh
Viola sheds a tear as the pages rain down upon the ground.
It's not a real book, Viola.
And as the pages go down, Viola, one in particular kind of just gently lands on top of your head that is more preserved than the others.
It's her favourite book.
My favorite book.
My favourite book!
Caterpillar.
Hungry.
Potter.
It is not
Harry
that.
Potter.
I think
What
Viola
is
should
the
read.
page?
Viola should read another book.
I read the other book.
I'm gonna cough up a cloud of pages.
How did those get in your
Whoa.
throat? That's not very healthy.
I think
will
I
actually
tried
dra-
biting it. Mm,
Well, that's pretty stupid of you. Why were you biting it?
I don't
Why
know.
would you bite?
Puh.
Pretty stupid.
Stupid.
Bleh.
Okay.
Stupid.
Let me.
It's all this then. Pretty stupid, isn't it?
Ink tastes pretty shit.
Well, yeah, if you're eating the wrong ink.
What's the wrong ink?
No.
Is there a
no, that-
right ink drink?
Yeah, there's a right ink to eat.
Yeah, definitely.
What is it?
I don't know what
You
is
know,
it.
So-
that good ink. That good ink. That good tasty ink.
Oh wait, no, like the squid ink Parker. I get what you mean.
Yeah.
What the
So,
fuck are you talking about?
Lyra, sorry, fuck, Viola, the page that lands on top of your head that you kind of pull off and take a glance at, it doesn't have words written on it. You imagine this is like the a prelude type sort of thing. It has an image on it that is that of kind of a very heavy ink, drawn in symbol of what looks like an icon of a battle axe with these very elaborate fringes to it, and underneath it is these kind of runic looking characters that you're not able to discern the language of. You can roll a history check if you like.
I.
What you got there, nerd? I was gonna snatch out a hand. Ha!
Halfway across the room,
right.
asshole.
I got really strong. I got long, stretchy arms.
You can walk over and do this.
With
Not
his,
exactly.
with his longer intangible arms, Gaius will pluck the page out of Lyra's hand and hand it back to Viola.
So yeah, well, I pluck it back and then I eat it. Now no one gets to read it.
Alright,
I'm
turn
joking.
over.
I don't do that.
That was the page that would save the world.
Good, I hate the world. It's fucking stupid.
Stupid, isn't it?
Yeah, a bit stupid.
Okay,
So,
anyways.
Viola not knowing at all what this symbol could mean, or even the runes that are on it, kind of shows it around to everyone else, kind of inquiring what it could mean.
Christmas is a little. Oh wait, no, I have a 0. Never mind.
Yeah, I had a 0 as well.
Any of you who pay attention in history class can roll on this.
16.
So, Gaius and Christmas, both of you, after a little bit of racking your brain, actually do remember this. You have not gotten into the topic in length in class yet, but it has been brought up during the beginning of this semester, actually. This is the national symbol of what was the Falcidian Empire, which was a civilization that existed at the same time as the Arcadians.
Oh.
That's
Oh, it's the Falcidians.
Also,
I think I'll adopt it
Falcidia.
and take it with me.
Also, Falcidia existed where the Apollon Empire, where Helios exists right now, but thousands and thousands of years ago.
Did the Helioses genocide them?
Well, no, it's more like the civilization went away and then another one took its place.
Wow. With genocide?
Not really, no.
You think this is like a ancient burial ground or something?
maybe. Is this symbol different to the symbol that flashed, like that is flashed on the golem that the stranger had?
Yeah, the one that I posted before was the one for the golem. This one, I don't have an icon for it yet, but I will get one shortly.
Alright.
Before the
quick question.
episode
question.
version of this pops up. Yeah.
This symbol right here, that's just a placeholder, right?
Yeah, that's just from the art for this.
Okay.
It has nothing to do with
Okay.
like the circle there is where the magic user was, but there's no actual like, you know, Cthulhu shit going on in here.
Yeah, that'd be crazy, right? If somebody
It's-
was connected to the elder gods.
Is there like an actual like rune there though, or?
There was just kind of the circle of candles, basically, that were snuffed out when the golem was created. There are a bunch of old tombs in here, though, or
Is-
mausoleums, I guess is the proper word.
Is this tomb up the top actually open?
Yes.
I'm gonna investigate it.
So, taking a look inside, I'm not going to make you roll investigation because this is immediately obvious. So you look inside, and it is the top of the coffin is kind of peeled off and tossed to the side, as seen in the map art, and the corpse inside, dead for a very, very long time, and similar to the ones that you had seen in the greater catacombs outside of this area, has something wrenched out of its hands and part of the skeleton destroyed as a result.
That's so weird.
Is there like a epitaph? Who symbol?
There is one printed there, but it is very faded to the point of basically being illegible.
Hey, so
Okay, sorry.
are
That's a
there
lie.
actual-
There is... Sorry, slight lie. There is one thing that is... there is one thing you can read on it, though. In what very roughly translates, or at least you're able to read, you can make out the...
Guys can read?
He's probably one of the more intelligent members of the party, actually, I think.
say that I had -1 modifier to intelligence.
Okay, never mind. I take that back then. You're a fucking stupid idiot.
I'm the wisest. I have a +4 on wisdom.
Sure.
I'm the most charismatic.
So you are able to make out the words Vox Magi,
Vox
which...
Popula.
That translates to the voice of the Magi.
What the fuck is a magi?
Like a magic user, you know?
Yeah. On the map, there's like these bigger things. Are these actual like big torches?
They're not lit, but yes, there is like braziers there that torches
With
would
coal?
go into. Sure.
Guy's gonna take a piece of coal and one of the blank pages and sort of make a charcoal rubbing of the epitaph nameplate to see if that
clever.
-1 intelligence.
Look, I'm not gonna be one of those guys that's like, actually, you have -1 intelligence. You're too stupid to do that.
No, it's wisdom. He saw someone in the monk temple do it once.
Yeah, yeah. So you are successfully able to make this charcoal rubbing of the epitaph.
Does that help me discern the rest of the writing anymore beyond Vox Magi?
You are not able to, but you do have a very clear thing you could reference if you wanted to bring it to someone else and see if they know anything.
He'll fold it up and put it into his...
Did you enjoy rubbing one out, guys?
Oh god, I was just about to make a joke.
Guys,
Okay,
Guys is gonna like lazily huck the piece of coal at Lyra.
Do you ever jack off with your giant spirit arms? Or is that like sacrilege? What? It's a
Would you
fair
like-
question. We were all thinking it.
Giant spirit arms near my dick? Also, yeah, that's sacrilege.
Just, showing your love for the creator in an even closer way. From a certain point of view.
Are any
My arms don't let me do that, so...
They
Or you
don't
can't
let
masturbate.
you?
Your arms don't let you masturbate.
With
What's
them.
masturbation?
What the fuck are you talking about, Beatrix? You're not making any sense.
I mean, I've tried it. It didn't work.
Okay, I'm not
I'm still
understanding what you're saying.
I'm still confused. What's masturbation?
Oh,
You know what masturbation is, shut up.
No, I completely
bad
buy that he doesn't
conversation.
understand. I mean, he's covered in bandages.
He must have seen his junk at some point, though. I mean, maybe.
It's like-
Christmas. What kind of junk do you have?
Do you have?
No,
Yeah,
yeah,
you-
no, I do.
So it turns out there was no ghost, it was just a creepy guy with a big book. Okay, well, kind of a shitty mystery, but whatever.
I mean, a mysterious guy that was doing unknown magical fucking activities below the school. Does that
I
not
think
sound
that's-
like does that not sound like a more interesting mystery than a spooky?
No, I'm sure it's fine.
I was gonna say the ghost is the mundane thing.
I'm sure it's fine.
Yeah, I think we
Like-
should tell someone.
He's probably just like a teacher or something.
Guys,
Tell somebody
guys,
that.
guys, the spirit arms are gonna like pinch
Professor
the footage of your
Doom,
nose,
it
like,
was him.
moments before they dissipate, because I assume it's been about 10 minutes by now.
Yeah.
Are
Like,
any
he,
of the other,
he probably had a reason to be there. You know?
are any of the other tombs like the coffins disturbed?
So the other ones are kind of more gently disturbed. Like the lids are more peeled away gently and then haphazardly put right back on. Like it's as if the person kind of lifted them off to look at the contents and then just left it when they found that there wasn't anything of value there for them.
Do the corpses inside have something in their hands?
No, these ones are all just held in the arms crossed over one another pose that corpses tend to be laid to rest in.
Hey, make it look like he's picking his nose.
I'm not gonna desecrate the dead more than the dead have already been desecrated, okay? That's
Just leave
probably also sacrilegious.
I was gonna say, Gaius of all people is probably the worst person to say that to.
I never really got just like leaving corpses around like this. In my village, we just dump them in the sea.
Well, I mean, everywhere has their own traditions to respect. I mean, this
I guess.
this is the way here, and I mean, all things considered, I think it's very what's the word? Not noble, but giving back to the ocean and allowing the dead to create further life or help the life there flourish is in itself a interesting unknown trope there here.
Yeah. Sometimes we like to go corpse fishing as well. You ever been corpse fishing?
Okay, that's just weird. You're back to being weird, Lyra.
Stand on top of the cliff with like a really big fishing rope and you try and catch some of the fresh bodies that haven't broken up too much. It's great fun.
That's just reverse
YOLO.
shunning.
So, these notes we've got, are they all in Pollen?
The Vox Magi bit that you've been able to read out. So everything in here is... It's like when you make the jump from modern English to, like, Elizabethan English. Like, it takes a bit to understand, and you're not sure the entire meaning because words change meaning over time and things like that. There's differing spellings and whatnot. Everything in here is significantly older than the stuff in the Greater Catacombs, which is much more contemporary.
Language check. What languages do we all speak?
Common.
Common
Common.
and Goblin. I took Goblin as an elective.
I've only got common halfling.
Common and Sylvan.
Lyra?
I can't speak anything, you know.
Oh.
No, I'm joking.
Goo
I can
goo
speak
gag,
common, and I can speak primordial.
Okay, so
None-
with
none
that
of
list,
those apply.
okay.
You know, like blah, 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 blah.
Might be
Fish
handy one of these days, Lyra.
Would primordial ever come in handy?
You
The
never
language
know.
this closest resembles, for the record, would be common, but even with your general knowledge of the language, this is kind of beyond your understanding for the time being.
I guess
Perhaps
Wrap-
we should
what-
search the library for maybe
Oh,
something that matches the
Casters! Aren't there spells that help you understand other languages?
Well,
Tongues.
I would say
Check my...
I don't know them.
Yeah,
the
no,
other thing
no
too
good.
is you kind of need to know what language you're referring to with the.
No, you don't.
Was it speak tongues?
I don't think tongues
No,
requires you to.
Unless you speak all languages, I think.
There's two different spells. Comprehend languages just lets you comprehend all of them. Tongues, this spell grants the creature you touch the ability to understand any spoken language it hears. Moreover, when the target speaks, any creature that knows at least one language can hear the target understands what it says. And comprehend languages is, for the duration, you understand the literal meaning of any spoken language. You also understand any written language that you see, but you must be touching the surface on which the words are written. There's also a Warlock Invocation, but I don't think Christmas can take it.
A rune keeper.
Yeah, because it's tome.
So
Wait, what Warlock sub pact
Took a
are you?
chain, I think.
Where's your
Yeah, I'm
fucking? Why haven't you got a fucking familiar?
Because I haven't used Find Familiar yet.
Why not?
You know, I honestly haven't thought of one yet. Honestly,
Jesus Christ.
thank you.
Old one, and the great old one seems to have a thing about plants, so it'll probably be like a weird plant thing.
Yeah,
It's just
I'll
gonna
think
be,
about it.
it's just gonna be a Gardevoir or whatever.
The caster gets to
what-
choose
what
the
do you-
form of find familiar.
Yeah, I literally don't know.
Just fucking, I don't know, pick a fucking pseudo dragon.
Pseudo Dragon.
No, it's great old one. He's kind of a pseudo dragon when he serves an eldritch abomination. That sucks.
Yeah,
I have like a
crab.
squid.
He can't. No, because that's like Cthulhu, and he's not a Cthulhu thing.
Pick a crab.
That we know of.
No, crabs suck.
Giant enemy crab.
No, crab would be great because then I can just do like cheerleading and fucking
Um,
crab dance every time.
I think you
defeat-
should have like a little tiny man that looks exactly like Gaius.
What language was the? So wait, the spell golem. Did the pages themselves have any writing on them?
So the only page that basically survived the golem getting obliterated was the one that landed on Viola. The rest of them are basically too small or just singed and destroyed.
Guys is
you-
gonna use his winter blanket to make a makeshift sack and like gather them up anyway, just in case.
As you do this, you can hear on the outside birds starting to chirp, and the almost stereotypical call of a bird to signify that the sun is starting to rise.
God, I can't believe we've been down here all night.
I'd say we should head back.
We've been down here all
Yeah.
night. Jesus.
I've had enough looking at
I mean,
corpses.
most of what we did was walking. So Jesus Christ, when are we gonna get back?
I don't know.
Oh,
Maybe we shouldn't go back. Maybe we should stay down here forever.
Guys
And
are
a
gonna
hand reaches up out of the ground, smacks you across the face for saying
guys are gonna ignore Lyra and head towards.
We could start like our own civilization of people down here.
let's leave.
What? Don't you want to be the mothers of a new nation?
Not what I had in mind.
I mean, I am really fucking tired, and I don't really want to sleep down here.
We can sleep in coffins. They look so comfortable.
You can sleep in the
Can't
coffins.
desecrate the corpse.
Lyra, why are you so?
Sleeping in a coffin.
Can't we just keep it to Christmas is the weird one? We don't need more than one week.
What? I'm trying out like
no,
a,
what are you talking about? I'm completely normal.
I'm trying out like a goth persona. I might become a goth. Is it not working?
Not working. It's just weird.
Oh, okay. Maybe not. Then.
Alright, so you guys are exiting?
Yeah.
As like Christmas is gonna fall behind a little bit,
I suppose.
and he's gonna like scoop up a couple rats, snap their head, like
What the fuck?
throw them in the
Okay.
spot.
Roll a survival check for sake of getting animals.
Or rat catching.
Yeah, you're able to get about 2 or 3.
And you guys got on my case about venison.
It's not for me. Oh no, you say that in your character out loud.
I,
Concern.
Okay, you don't say that?
No, I don't say that. Christmas didn't say that.
Okay. For once yet, you actually choose to keep his mouth shut. Amazing.
Hey, wait, so do we notice him snapping these rats' necks?
Uh,
I was kind of far behind. I kind of hit my tracks.
yeah.
Did we fucking lose Christmas?
No, I'm just short. I'm coming.
God, tough. I don't want to have to come back down here to try and find you.
I have
Being
short
short
legs,
isn't
okay?
an excuse.
You don't have short legs. Your legs are fine.
And yeah,
I'm too-
Viola, and Viola's keeping up fine.
Look, I'm not like the most like stamina based, okay? I can't be like a punch ghost guy, okay?
Maybe you should work on your stamina.
You should work on shutting up.
Yeah, let's work out.
Oh,
That's kind of rude.
workout session and stuff.
I'm not.
Tomorrow,
I
right, tomorrow, after I've had about fucking 16 hours sleep, we are all working out together. You guys are
Okay.
gonna be tough as shit by the time I'm done with you.
I guess. Yeah,
I-
okay, fine.
I think I'll stick to my normal routine.
I mean, you can.
But I already work out at the library. You know, training the most important muscle of all,
Which
Who
one?
are you? Viola?
my brain. You know.
That's not a muscle.
Yes, it is.
It's an organ.
Sounds like somebody failed biology.
Yeah,
I didn't.
You sure about
I did very well.
that? You sure about that?
Yes.
Because it sounds like you don't know the difference between a muscle and an organ.
What's the difference then?
Well, it's very simple. An organ is something that is inside you.
Like your
And-
brain.
No.
Your brain isn't inside you.
I don't know about you, but I keep my brain in my pocket.
We fucking noticed.
I'm just gonna knock on your skull to see if it sounds hollow.
To your disappointment, unfortunately, it is occupied.
It sounds like
So
she's
many
full
things
of.
about the universe would be more understandable if it was empty, though.
It sounds like it's full of water.
I mean,
Hey,
most-
Mo.
I was gonna say brains are like, you know, soft and stuff. So
This girl's got a soft brain. Imagine not having a brain. Imagine not having a brain that's hard as rock.
are you all exiting the tomb finally?
Yeah.
Not having more inane and
You're
conversations.
Yeah.
Sure.
What's the time?
important character building.
Yeah, I mean,
Hey, guys,
if we went down at like midnight and it's dawn when we're coming back up, how fucking long is it when we get back?
So it's not that bad. Like you're getting, you know, when the sun like just starts to crack over the horizon into that very reddish orange on the distance, it's starting to illuminate and stuff. Like
Yes,
It's-
that's called dawn.
No, also
no,
we went down there. We were just searching indiscriminately, whereas we're heading straight back now, so it would
Yes.
take less time.
that point is when you make it back, the sun's not fully out yet. It's just starting to creep up over the horizon. It's still very dark out over the rest of the campus.
So we'll get some measure of rest and meet up again. And God, who would we even tell about this?
Nobody.
We,
It's probably fine, guys.
we've got to tell someone.
Yeah.
We could tell our
What are you
good
guys
old
gonna do about the
friend
door to
Garrett.
this catacomb? Because you broke it open with a crowbar.
Oh,
Oh, it's fine.
Uh,
I take out like a little pen and I just write Marcus was here. There we go.
Okay.
Wait,
honestly,
doesn't Christmas have mending?
Oh yeah, Christmas. Christmas, mend the fucking door.
I don't have mending.
Oh,
Okay, you
well,
don't have mending either, so
You suck.
You
Viola
don't have
will
mending.
gather up
Yeah.
bushes and
Yeah,
branches and kind
well,
of just.
I never
plant
wanted.
Okay,
to have
wait,
mending.
wait. How is the lock attached to the wall? Is it just like a metal lock that's nailed in,
it's
like a latch, or what?
yeah, I would say so.
Okay, then I'm going to try and hammer the nails back in with my warhammer.
Sure. The only So I'll say this right now. The only issue that you guys would be able to figure from this, though, is if anyone was really scrutinizing over it, they would be able to tell the door was like moved by the kind of dirt and things underneath it, that it would swing outwards towards you. But
Well,
you're
guys, we
able.
don't have a problem here. We can just say it was the dude if we're planning to talk about it anyway. So like,
I mean,
How would they know
we're gonna have to
that anyway?
you know, explain that we were down here. So
no, we don't. None of us are not stupid.
so
How
what's
are we gonna explain that the dude was there if we don't say we were down there?
We'll leave a secret note. Yeah.
Anyways, you're able to get the door.
okay? You know what?
Secret.
I am way too tired to think. If you want to write a secret note or whatever the fuck, be my
I'm not
guest.
writing a secret
Go ahead
note.
and write a secret.
I'm gonna go back to my dorm, away
I thought
from.
you-
Saying.
No.
It's like a good idea.
I was gonna say, I thought you liked sleeping in the stables.
I mean,
Okay.
sometimes I fall asleep there. It's not preferable. I like sleeping in a bed.
Okay, fair enough. Just making sure.
So yeah, I'm gonna try and sneak back into my room without waking up anyone else or getting spotted.
Go ahead
The
and
rest of us share a room, so we don't have to worry about sneaking back in.
Yeah, that's true.
go ahead and roll a stealth.
7.
You you kind of you can hear people stir as you're heading back into the room. They all seem relatively eager to just stay asleep, so they're not going to question you on it right now, but you can imagine at some point people might give you some weird looks for heading back at like 4 to 5 in the morning.
In full plate armor.
Just say you
You're
were
not
out
even
all
taking
night.
the armor off before you get back in.
No, she just.
Backs away across the room.
Sure.
and falls into bed.
I'm just gonna strip off in the middle of the fucking school grounds and leave a pile of armor on the floor.
Yeah, not
Can you just carry it back with you?
It would still be
Better.
clanking if I was carrying it.
Okay.
I think you should do exactly that. You should just take all your shit off.
Alright, is
Let
there
it all hang out, you know?
is there anything else of importance as you guys are all heading back?
Christmas is gonna say, "Hey, you guys, I'll catch up with you later. I'm gonna do some morning rituals before a pre-workout before the workout. If you catch my drift."
Oh,
Are you visiting the woods nurse again?
No, I just said I'm doing pre-workout. I'm not
Wow.
used to working out. I gotta get a good sweat before I go.
Okay.
Sure. I'm too tired to question this.
Yeah. I'm gonna go hit the sack because sleepy.
All right, catch you guys later.
don't say
Bye-bye.
that too.
Do stay up late. Fuck what the.
But
what
we
the-
already stayed up late, so
Let's stay up even later. Let's just go crazy with it, guys.
Renegade. Maybe we can drink a Mountain Dew, like a whole bottle.
Oh my god, that sounds like so much fun.
Okay. So the next morning, what are you all going to do once you are out and about the campus?
Christmas is gonna feed his pet.
Well, it's not your pet; it's your duty, but sure.
Pet duty, same thing.
Haha, dude.
Anyways,
Poo.
okay. So you make your way through the forest and through the brush to get to the isolated cabin that the spawn is currently living in. And as you kind of even just take one step inside, you can see those unearthly lights from before that are kind of gently illuminating this creature on the floor. And as you get even another inch past the door near it, the kind of plating over the eye lifts up, and it gets back to that kind of wheezy noise it makes, just like.
Hey, bud. Oh, that's creepy. No, that's me saying that, not Christmas. That's fucked up. Jesus Christ.
Said it last time.
Say?
Okay. I'm still not getting over it.
What's
so
it
yeah,
say?
he's gonna, like, it said his name, Christmas.
Oh, gross.
Christmas is gonna like hand him the 2 rats. Like, this is a little less than last time, but I got you later on today. Don't worry.
Yeah. So
Definitely gonna start eating people at some point.
the tongue kind of like reaches out and pulls them in, and you can hear that same crunching noise as before as both of these get eaten in quick order. The eyes look up towards you, and the little I'm trying to think. You know, an urchin's mouth, how it's that very kind of like an asterisk shape that kind of opens wide.
Just like a butthole.
Yeah. Well, okay. Not.
I think they're like a little street kid for a second. I was like, what the fuck?
So.
Please, sir, can
It-
I have some more teeth?
Please,
It
sir, me
looks-
mouth's an anus.
I mean, everything in that mouth is teeth, so even the tongue is teeth. So it looks up to you again, and it just says, "More."
Sure. I'll get some more.
More.
That is, Salt, you do really good work on this. I'm actually kind of freaked out.
Daddy, I need
so-
more.
Daddy.
Please, fuck off and die.
So hungry, Daddy.
Daddy, give me a ratty. Daddy.
Daddy, I need a ratty for me belly.
I'm gonna
Fill
fucking
me up,
kill
Daddy.
you. I'm gonna die. Christmas is gonna like hurriedly scrounge around for what he can find.
Make another survival check. Yeah, you are able to find a God, what's a small woodland creature that would be fit for this?
Squirrel.
You're able to find a squirrel that's like just kind of coming down the tree to start its day foraging, and you're able to just snatch it and get it into the cabin.
Here you go, little guy.
Yeah,
There's a squirrel.
as soon as it is within range, the tongue is going to lash out and pull it inwards, as the squirrel is going to give just a few thrashes as it gets pulled in, and then you can see it just slowly disappear inwards of the creature.
Terrifying. I got you later on. I've got you later today. Be safe. Later. Yeah, later. Yeah. Later. And then Christmas is gonna walk off. Bye.
And with that, you exit the terrible, creepy cabin. So the rest of the party, morning has come for all of you. The sun is now fully out as the day has begun. So basically, it is a non-classes day for right now. So none of you have any obligations on that front.
Fucking guys is sleeping in and getting,
Yeah.
That's not very monk-like of you.
well...
You're supposed to get up at 5 in the morning to tend to the fields, young
He
man.
was up at 5 in the morning.
But not tending the fields.
Fucking tending to a fucking book monster, same difference.
He was more like ploughing the fields. Do you know what I mean?
I don't. Anyways,
Set.
Guy doesn't fuck.
Well, maybe he would fuck if he ploughed the fields more, you know?
I think out of all of the people in this party, Gaius is the one that has the most chance of fucking.
Hey,
Really?
I don't accept that.
That is not a compliment
Anyways.
on Gaius.
anyways, what are you guys gonna do?
Sleep.
Sleep.
Well, okay, yeah, besides sleeping, after the sleeping is done.
Snooze.
Pardon me.
I guess do that workout.
I'm down for the workout.
Where are you guys gonna meet up for
Session
this?
with the bro.
I don't wanna do the workout.
Okay, well, where are you guys gonna do this?
Gaius heads to his usual, like, fucking training spot near the lake that he does his fucking, monk things.
Sure, I guess that's where we're gonna do it.
His stupid bunk shirt.
Hey, he's not stupid, he just has -1 int.
So,
Guys can have a little int as a tree.
so I'm gonna put my helmet down nearby, stretch, look at everyone. Okay. Everyone do some push-ups.
Yes,
Okay.
okay.
Yes, dear.
Like the
Christmas
lazy.
stuff, like,
It's time for your 5 AM push-up session.
I'm gonna do like half a push up and then just like lay on the ground.
I'm gonna put my helmet on Lyra's head,
What is this supposed to do?
and then I'm just gonna bang on it a bunch to make a really
Ow.
loud sound right in her ears.
Well, also, it's gonna
Ow.
hurt.
Ow! What the fuck?
Do it properly.
No. This is all
Clang,
I
clang,
can
clang,
do,
clang,
okay?
clang, 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 clang.
I'm gonna open up my decanter of endless water on max setting and blast you in the face with it. I'm
Yeah.
trying, okay? I'll do them, I'll just do them in my own time. I've done one now, I'll do the other one tomorrow.
I think you got some
What
more
is my
paper out of my
strength?
teeth.
What is my strength, actually?
Like 10.
Oh, I got 1 strength bonus. Okay, I'll try and do another
Oh,
push-up.
wow, that's
Yeah.
surprising, actually.
Yeah, my dump stat was intelligence.
Yeah, we can tell.
How many of these do we have to do?
As many as you can.
But I don't want to.
Clang.
Ow. This is bullying.
You can see like Christmas like giving his all. He's not doing many. He's doing like he's kind of like around like 5, and he's like struggling to do another like 6. He's just.
Yeah, go bully Christmas. He's not putting any effort at all. Look at him. He's just messing around.
Shut up! I'm not really
Okay,
physically.
so I'm gonna have to ask you to remind me on this one. Did we say that your stable was visible from the lake?
Yeah.
Or was it on the opposite side?
The stables are visible from the lake.
Your thing's
you-
totally gonna get nicked.
You can see somebody who is standing outside the stables, seemingly waiting.
Who is it?
You, Beatrix, sorry. From this distance, you can't tell.
I'm gonna squint.
You still can't tell. It's too far away.
I'm gonna go over there.
So, it's about a 5-minute walk across campus to get all the way there. You can see Marcus, who is waiting seemingly expectantly towards the stables themselves before he notices you arrive and says, "Oh, I sort of figured you were just sleeping in there."
No, I
Why is
was
he-
sleeping
why is he
in my
waiting for
room.
you? Why is he waiting for you? That's kind of weird.
Look, this is one of the only places that I figured I could find you, alright?
Sure, fair enough. What do you want?
I want you to teach me.
Teach you what?
What do you think? The thing that you now had to do and I don't, how to ride.
How to finger girls properly. Hey,
I mean, sure. You don't know how to ride a horse at all?
It's not that I don't know how to ride a horse at all, I just don't know it in combat.
I mean... Fair enough. Okay. Let's saddle up then.
Oh, alright. So everybody back at the lake, you can just see Beatrix head over to the stables and talking with somebody. So Marcus is going to head into the stables and say, I assume we're using your horse here?
Well, you're gonna need your own horse.
Eventually, but I mean, wouldn't it be better for me to use the one that you're familiar with?
oh shit. Beatrix is teaching him all our secrets. Can't have that.
I can't teach you if I'm not on a horse. And
Guys,
you're
we're
not
gonna
going
have
to
to
learn if
kill-
you're just riding on back.
Guys, we're gonna have to kill Beatrix's horse so she can't teach him how to ride a horse.
Right. In that case, he is going to get one of the other horses. I'm not going to bother coming up with a name for this one for right now. As he's going to approach it and kind of put his hand out towards it, it gives a kind of a standoffish grunt towards him, just as he rears the hand back a bit and goes, "How do you make this thing personable?"
Just give it a carrot.
It's like Minecraft.
You know, making things personable is a long process. Just give it an apple or something that'll warm it up to you.
Right. He goes over to the trough where there is kind of half of a core, or not a core, half of an apple, and he just kind of gently brings it up to the mouth where it sniffs and takes a big crunch. As the tongue kind of reaches over and is going over his hand, you can see he's probably about as uncomfortable as he can be right now, but he stands resolute no matter what.
Just relax. I'm pretty sure horses' consent's fair.
That is not an encouraging thing to tell me. Yeah, once it finishes the apple, it seems more susceptible to him getting closer to get on the saddle.
Okay, so as soon as I'll saddle up and get on my horse and wait for him to get on his.
Yep, Jeremias is more than receptive to you getting on.
So I'll lead him down to where the others are.
Alright. Yeah. He looks down towards all the rest of you with less disdain than he was a few days ago, and more just the awkwardness of seeing a classmate at like the grocery store or something. Like, nobody wants to acknowledge anybody in this situation, but they're forced to.
Oh, you here to work out with us, Marcus?
I'm here to learn equestrianism, actually, but...
Oh, so we're stopping the workout now and doing equestrianism instead. Cool.
I don't think we have enough horses for that. Okay.
Well, share a horse. Really? You can probably fit 2 people on it. I'm small. Viola's small.
Yeah, but how are you gonna learn if you're just riding on it, not the one controlling it?
I mean, we can switch turns. It's like a Mario Kart Double Dash.
That is not a thing that exists.
You know, the Roman game Mario Kart Double Dash.
Anyway, yeah, I'm just gonna, I guess, teach him how to ride a horse.
Sure. Make a... I guess animal handling?
Sure, I
Animal
guess.
handling or nature, I guess.
I guess I'm handling Marcus. He's an animal.
Anyways, so this is definitely a introductory lesson for everybody involved. Like, you're not exactly used to teaching this, and he's not exactly used to doing it himself. You kind of go for a few laps around the lake as he's kind of learning to get the horse to rear, get the horse to go faster. There are a few close calls with him almost getting thrown off the horse, but surprisingly, he manages to kind of stay in the stirrups and stand and not get thrown off by the horse. If you didn't know any better, you could almost think that the horse was impressed by this, more than frustrated.
Okay.
Okay. I've got 10 solas I can pay you for this. Solars being the proper name for minted gold coins in the Apollo Empire.
Don't worry about it.
You serious?
I don't need money.
Everybody needs money.
I personally do not need money. I have no expenses, and also my father's a legatus.
Hey, V, probably give money to everybody else.
I mean,
If you're spoiled for cash.
Sure,
Yeah,
fine.
give us money, rich bitch. I'm just joking.
He
I'm not.
reaches into his pockets and just takes out a coin purse and is going to drop 5 gold coins out.
To each?
On the ground?
No, total.
Ah, cheapskate.
I did say I was paying her for teaching me. I wasn't paying the rest of you.
Well, we're part of the teaching experience.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're...
None of you told me
Yeah.
a thing, and none of you know anything about equestrianship.
I do. I know you shouldn't. I know that horses go very fast and that they die over nothing.
Suicidal.
I might
I know,
need
it-
their help in future when we start
Well-
getting with, you know, the whole targets thing.
Mm-hmm. Well, good day to you all, Populares. And he is going to ride off back to the stables.
Bye.
our names.
This entire time,
use our
guys, it's
names. Just use our names. It's not hard.
been routine with the staff, or boy staff rather.
I don't
Really?
think he knows your names.
We should tell him.
Christmas. It's Christmas.
I don't think he can hear you at this point, Christmas.
He heard it. He knows.
I really doubt he did.
He knows what's up.
Once he's gone, guys will make his way over the other and just go. So, who are we telling about the? You know what?
Fuck.
We could tell Zona, because he was the one who gave us the information.
No,
Irving
it was
the one who
Irving.
gave you the-
Oh,
yeah.
Irving.
I was more thinking who among the faculty.
Oh, I think
Who is the
something we should keep to
least?
ourselves.
Who's the least sort of stick up their ass teacher?
Let me pull up my list.
Like, which one's less likely to, you know, get on our case for breaking into the catacombs?
Well, I should also say, you don't have to bring up the part about the catacombs. You could just give them the information if you wanted to go with that angle.
I feel like the
Also,
catacombs
I was
part
thinking-
might be important.
We
Anyways,
could just say that we followed a figure into the catacombs. So
Fair
we
enough.
weren't technically the ones that broke in.
anyways,
That's
so
Yeah.
It's
Uh,
it's a little white lie.
So, Professor Abora, who is the professor of history at the academy, she's very, got a very nunly look to her, and she is, while she would probably have some healthy concern, considering you guys, going into the tombs and fighting somebody, she also, you know, is a very devoted, historian who would be more than happy to help you in any facet that she could.
Well, yeah, I like her. Let's go with her.
Professor Abora might know some more about the. What was the fucking symbol representative of?
Phocidian Empire.
Placidian, yeah.
Yeah.
Let's go tell her.
So you all head off to do this. Lyra, you kind of take a brief moment as everybody else starts to go ahead. You can see there is something bubbling on the edge of the lake. Nobody else seems to notice this.
Oh shit. How big is the bubbling?
It's not like lake wide, it's like right by the edge. There's a kind of confined area of it.
Is there anyone else around?
No. Everybody else has kind of walked far enough away that it is just you by the lake.
Weird. I'm gonna go over and take a look.
Okay. So you take a look. You take a look on the other side and kind of get closer to the edge, and your reflection in the water kind of ripples with the bubbling before it subsides, and then your reflection through further rippling in the water starts to shift and change to that of a cerulean-skinned female humanoid on the other side.
Are you like a lake spirit or something?
Oh, has it really been that long since we've seen one another?
Wait a second.
Can't even recognize your own mother. I'm so sorry.
What the fuck? Why are you appearing to me in a lake? Can't you just like write a letter?
It's very complicated, I'm afraid. But I wanted to check up on you. Are you doing alright?
I mean, yes. I guess. I'm at school. Why is this the first time you're asking in like you know time works differently for like us little people, right? I'm like 24.
You have to understand, dear. Your mother is very, 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 very old. Time is, I never get used to it.
Yeah, no
But-
shit. I mean, you find time to keep dropping kids off at dad's.
If I could make you understand things as I see them, I would. But you live a very different life than I do.
I mean, yeah. Guess that what comes when you're a silly little mortal, and you're a immortal fish lady.
Jin, but I can understand the confusion.
Yeah, I don't really know what that is. I'm sorry. What do you? Did you just come to say hi or something?
I was just checking up on you as all. Well, you are an adult now, and I know that that matters a lot more to mortals than it does to us.
I mean, kind of. I mean, I wasn't. When did I? What is the age of majority in Helios Land?
You're 2021, so
Oh yeah, so just turned an adult. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, yeah, probably gonna be packing me off to the front line soon. I don't know if you know, but like, these guys have got like a boner for conquest. Do they do that in Waterland? Do you know what a war is?
it is. She kind of takes a while on this. Like, you know how someone would take like a while to collect their thoughts. There's like an inordinate amount of time she's taking to say what she's going to say. Not like she's spacing out, but legitimately like she's kind of trying to pace her thoughts on this.
Just gonna like poke the water to make sure it hasn't frozen.
No, I'm still here.
Oh, okay.
War was not something we fought with each other. We had conflict, yes, but the concept of nations, of borders between one another, I can say is a foreign concept to our plane. We did
Plane.
come into conflict with others, though, from far off distant places.
Jeez. How distant?
Very far away. Very, very far away.
I don't know. They don't teach us about any of this plane stuff. You know, I don't really know what a plane is.
Sometimes I think that I envy you, being ignorant of it all.
I mean, I guess, but like, it would be nice to know that you're not. I don't know. I don't know. Can you die?
Yes. Not of age or disease like you, but life does end for us eventually.
Damn.
I,
So how's do I have like? Is there like a family on your side? Do I have like cousins and shit?
not
Genie
anymore.
cousins? Oh. Fuck, what happened to everyone? Was there like a big family reunion I missed that everyone died at?
Lyra, I know it is very difficult for you to understand why I live life the way I do, why I am so distant, and why I simply give my offspring to your father to be raised, but you cannot live the life that I do as a mortal. I cannot shackle you to my existence just because we share the same blood.
I'm not asking for a shackling or anything, I'm just asking questions, you know?
I know, and now that you're old enough, I think it is time that you understood more about my existence and your heritage.
I mean, yeah, I don't have to like get involved in that, whatever it is you guys are doing over there. But it would be nice to
Unfortunately,
talk more often and stuff, you know?
I fear one day it will be involved with you in your life, your conflicts.
Jeez,
You
really?
see, there used to be many, many more of us where we live in the elemental plane of water. Not just us Marids, not just us Jinns, but there were others as well. But eventually something came to our plane. It hasn't taken over all of it, but many fled, many sought refuge in other places, but it found them there as well. That's why I visited your plane. I wanted to plant some seed to have something survive of us. even if it's not a full-blooded Marid.
More like Dad planted a seed in you, huh?
Well, if you want to be crass about it, yes.
Sorry.
No, it's fine. Listen, I'm not going to bore you for taking light in life and things. Squeeze as much enjoyment out of this life as you can, please.
Yeah. I mean, is there any way we could talk more often or something? I don't know, do you have a fucking postal address? Like a post box in the material plane or something?
I'll try and talk as often as I can. Your mother must hide very often.
What is it that's chasing you? Or is it too weird for me to
I'm sure
understand?
you want to know.
I mean, is this the kind of forbidden knowledge that's going to make my eyes explode?
No. It's
Okay.
not forbidden knowledge, but I don't want to worry you is all.
I'm alright. You know, I'm a pretty chill girl.
It is something called a verdant dream.
Verdant dream. Verdant dream. It sounds like a strain of weed.
I can
So-
assure you it's more than just any ordinary plant life.
Right. So, is it like just like a plant that spreads really quickly or something?
To be perfectly honest, I don't understand its origin. I just know that it is a sickness that travels from plane to plane, that infects and festers and grows and tries to spread as far as it can. Many of us sought refuge on your plane. They made a civilization of their own. I don't know if I was smart to not join them, or if I was a fool, but they're gone from your plane now as well.
Oh shit! You know, wait, what were they called? Maybe I learned
The
about them in
Rowans.
history. The who?
The Rowans.
The Rowans. The Rowans. Did we
They-
learn
they were not
everything about that
bloody.
in history?
Make a history check to try and remember this from your class.
Great. I was definitely asleep during that lesson. Note that's insight. 9.
Yeah, you do not recall. The name sounds vaguely familiar to you, though.
Oh, maybe I'll check out the live. Oh no, I'll just ask Lyra. No, I'm Lyra. The other one. Fuck, what's her name?
Alma?
Almost.
Short stack. Library.
Jesus Christ!
Oh,
I have
go
no
with
idea what you're talking about.
Viola,
Fucking Alex's character.
Oh, okay.
the nerd.
Sure.
The nerd. What's her
yeah.
name? I've forgotten.
Viola.
Okay. I thought you said Velma.
yeah.
I was like, Scooby Doo.
Your mother on the other end says, they were not married. They were another race. But, they came. They sought refuge amongst the races of man. Eventually, hubris took hold. They sought to enslave them, and they were stricken down for it by your plane's gods. This is all stories for another time. As you said,
Yeah.
we will be talking more often.
Yeah. You know, maybe
And-
say hi to Dad sometime as well.
Yes, I know I have many apologies to make in my time with you.
I mean, don't like self-flagellate about it. Just try harder, I guess.
Certainly. Well, as you said,
Wait. Yeah.
yes?
Oh, I was just wondering, is this what, like, you normally look like, or are you just putting this on so I don't freak out? Are you like a giant fish?
Forums are fickle, let's just say.
Yeah, that's fair.
Right now, I believe I'm appearing to you as you ideally would want me to be as your mother, but it's just my theorizing.
I mean, I don't know, I wouldn't mind if you were a giant fish. Fish are cool.
Perhaps I will be a fish next time then. I cannot say.
I mean, you don't have to be, I was just saying.
Well, stay safe, please.
Yeah, you too, don't get planted.
I will be fine.
Yeah, thanks for calling, I guess.
Sorry for not calling earlier. Goodbye. And
Bye.
as soon as she was there, the ripples dissipate and the lake is clear, leaving only your reflection.
Planted.com.
Busty water sluts get railed by plants. Okay, well that was kind of emotional. Less of an asshole than I thought she'd be. I'm gonna go to the library and read about the Rowans.
I mean, you guys are going to the faculty buildings and stuff anyways, so...
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, we're going to go see a history teacher, so...
Faculty, more like wackulty, because that shit's whack.
Alright, so... What are you guys gonna do first?
Head... Let's go find, Miss...
Yeah, the team.
Miss
Professor Abora.
Abora. Professor Abora, that's the...
Right. So, you are all able to find her in her office, currently reading over some things. How do you make yourselves known?
Politely knock on the door.
Kick the door down and chuck in a smoke bomb.
Sure, you do this, she dies.
What, from shock?
Yeah. Okay,
She's got
you knock.
she's got a lung condition, evidently.
You knock, and not even looking up from the book, she says, yes, come in.
I come in.
Come in.
We enter.
She looks up and says, students, what can I help you with?
So we may have seen something concerning in the catacombs last night.
Concerning? What do you mean?
It was this guy in these black robes who had a bunch of books, and the books turned into a golem that tried to kill us.
So
and
many books.
We
Yeah.
we had
They
to.
like blew up in our faces.
Yeah.
I've still got the paper cuts. Guys will nudge, but show her the page.
Oh, and at least 2 of the graves had been desecrated.
Nice.
Not our fault.
Um,
Not our fault.
Some,
I
they
found this down.
the corpses were holding something and it got taken out of their hands.
She kind of puts a hand over her chest as she's got a worried expression on her face, and she says, you all shouldn't have been down there. It's dangerous, especially if there's this...
Yeah, we saw the thing was busted open, so we had to investigate.
We thought it might have been a student, but evidently not.
Viola is beginning to sweat and look worried.
He's not even the one lying.
Yeah,
I know.
Beatrix just isn't moving. She doesn't want to give anything away.
Yeah, no, Christmas is used to lying, so he's like calm.
He's not good at it though.
One of the tombs that was desecrated was, and guys will pull out the charcoal rubbing and go. One of some what was the
Vox Magi.
yeah a Vox Magi, and he'll I guess hand over the rubbing just in case we can discern any of the other words.
Vox Magi, I was just reading about that somewhere.
Yeah, what the fuck is a Vox Magi?
Viola, you were going to show your thing?
Oh yes. We found this down there as well, and slides over the bit of paper to the teacher.
It's all that was left of the golem.
Do you
Oh,
know what this could
Right. She kind of steps over to one of her bookshelves and is searching for a moment before she pulls out this very big glossary and kind of dusts it off and kind of blows it out as it spreads out across the room and says, sorry, this one doesn't get used very often, unfortunately, but it is a tome by the name of Life in the Arcadian Era and Before. She opens it up and flips through it, and then compares your page to one of the entries inside, which, as you were confirmed before, is the emblem of the Falcidian Empire. Yes, that's the flag of the Falcidians. I suppose it's not out of the question for a burial ground in this country to have housed something from there, considering that we share the same land as them.
What's a Falcidian?
Well, she flips through the pages again, kind of searching, and says, "Right, Vox Magi. Well, the Falcidian government was I don't really even know what the word would be for it, arcanocracy. It was an oligarchy, primarily ruled by the Empress, although she took the title of Witch Queen later on in her rule.
Lovely.
1 second. Do
Yes?
you know the name of this witch queen?
It was,
Beatrix. I knew it. I knew there was something weird about you.
What?
Quickly get her.
Cassandra. Why?
Okay, cool. Alright, never mind. Continue.
Right.
I'm just
So-
gonna look over at Christmas with my eyebrow raised.
Who's the
Essentially,
teacher?
Kind of a suspicious question there, Christmas, you know?
essentially, as you all may know, the Arcadian Empire was very technologically advanced. They had capabilities that were beyond even what we can do. And while they supplemented many of their inventions with magic, the Falcidians were the complete opposite. They were very anti-progress in the field of technology. Magic was used for nearly everything in their life, but it was not allowed to be used by the general populace. The Vox Magi were a force that served the public and would use magic in order to facilitate things like making a fireplace to warm a facility, to create buildings for people. Magic was, simply put, their way of life. So, I assume you must have found a grave of one of their members?
I guess so.
Their members separate from the rest of their body.
And whoever the chef figure was,
Adam.
evidently wanted some artifact that he had been buried with.
Well, from what I seem to understand, this is an arcane-aligned figure. It would make sense that they'd be searching for maybe spell books they were buried with, or some other artifacts.
Or some sort of a wand or a staff, maybe?
Yes,
Oh, the other thing is the guy, he had this symbol over his face that was sort of like 3 swords crossed. And like
Could
a
Could you
wedge.
draw it out.
Yeah, I'll draw it out.
So, when you draw it out for her, she looks it over and says,
This
one
sucks,
I'm afraid
actually.
This one I'm afraid I don't know. Maybe Professor Morna could do it. Morner is the Professor of Arcana at the Academy.
I guess we'll ask him.
Viola kind of abruptly said, thank you for your time, and storms out of the room. Well, not storms, but quickly shuffles.
Alright, miss. Was there anything else you needed?
What's her problem?
Well, I know we weren't supposed to be down there, but given the circumstances, who should we inform about this mysterious figure poking around the tombs under the school?
Well, normally I would not make an exception, and do not take this as me being lightly. You all did something very wrong, but for the time being, considering that it is more of a pressing concern to the security of the school, for the time being, you can allow the professor to say that I was investigating it, therefore you will all not get in trouble. But this is...
Why don't we compromise and you just give Christmas detention?
Wait.
Any disciplinary action that will be taken will be discussed at a later date. Alright? For the time being, tell anyone who needs to know. Do not spread this around the school and start a panic. Tell anyone you know that I was the one who was investigating, and I informed you as I trust you all with this information. Don't leave it any more than that.
Cool.
Thank you, ma'am. I'm gonna go.
Who was the Dark Archie?
Morna.
Mourner. Mourner.
It's a pretty grim fucking name.
Well, I mean, that's how tiefling names can be. Because tieflings can be named after concepts.
Fancy.
Imagine being called a noun.
I mean, everyone's called a noun.
No, I mean like a. Fuck, what's it called? Like a proper noun, just like a. Fuck. God, this joke is ruined. This joke is ruined. Never mind.
I mean-
abort.
I mean,
Yeah, this
also the
joke
last
was an
campaign,
abortion.
Professor. Let's go see Professor Mourner.
So Viola is just outside of the room, or the office, I suppose.
Hey Viola.
hands-on.
Basically, we told that it was your idea, and you're getting detention for the next month and a half.
No, it wasn't me.
I'm
Why?
joking. It's fine.
Viola is
Bullying the poor girl.
extremely shaken and like
Bullying her.
Yeah.
Come on, we never do that.
welling up.
Hey, babe, we're joking. It's fine. Just like pat her on the shoulder. It's all good. Yeah, we wouldn't actually say that. No, we blamed it all on Christmas.
We'll put you in the
Why
headlock.
must you laugh?
Hey, get away from me. Stop it. Don't touch me with your weird bandage hands.
Look.
Why
if
do you
anyone-
wear those bandages?
Oh my
Guys,
god!
he's
I
touching
told
me
you
with
it
his
was
weird
a horse.
bandage hands.
It was a horse. I got kicked by a horse.
Everywhere?
All over your body.
Bandages for a
All over your body.
I thought you were some sort of burn victim.
It was a really bad horse.
You said it was Burns. You said that you told us earlier before it was
I
Burns.
never said burns. I
You
never
did.
said
Said
burns.
you fell off
You
a horse.
assumed burns.
Well, excuse me for
look at
assuming
that.
Burns.
I mean, I also assumed burns. You know.
Okay, but stop touching me with your weird burn. Hey, we should have like a game, the Christmas touch.
I
You ever read Diary of a Wimpy Kid?
no.
It's like it'll be like the cheese touch,
No.
but it's the
This
Christmas
is
touch.
literally bullying.
Oh.
This is literally bullying.
I'm joking. It's just teasing, you know.
Anyway, Viola. If anyone
You never
asks,
heard of banter?
we, Professor Abora was the one investigating this, and we're just helping her out.
Okay. I'll try.
Do the talking.
Just say the thing you don't mean. It's really easy.
Oh, is it Christmas?
Look, you know almost nothing about me. Let's be real.
Yeah, because you never
Yeah,
tell us
because you don't tell us anything.
to speak in
You're not supposed to know anything. That means it's working.
I think I figured it out. I think it's a fetish thing. I bet he's got a bondage harness on underneath there and he just doesn't want us seeing.
Oh.
No.
Yeah, that's what it is, isn't it? You fucking pervert.
You're
I
not
don't
covered
wanna
in
think-
heretical symbols, are you?
Oh, it probably is. You should rip all his bandages off and take a look.
Hey, let's not rip off the bandages.
I'm gonna
Excuse
lean
me.
in really close.
Give him a sniff. You can smell it on him, can't you? Smell the heresy.
Does he smell like a heretic?
so
Well, degeneracy.
No, he just smells bad.
yeah, no, he.
Do you wash the bandages?
Do
Of
you
course,
watch?
I change the bandages every day.
Oh, okay. So all we're gonna do is try and catch you naked whilst you're changing your bandages. Cool. Thanks for that.
I will scream for help. I want a new friend group.
Wait. Don't you guys all share a room?
Yeah.
So,
I like to sleep like curled up underneath my covers in like a little cocoon.
when do you change your bandages?
They least expect it.
do the rooms have their own like ensuite sort of thing?
They have like a bathroom.
This is fancy
Yeah,
Rome.
bathroom.
Wouldn't it have public baths?
Yeah.
You know that thing that the Romans were all about?
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
guys.
Yeah,
just
so,
to say,
so your
I
big
assume-
Goliath classmate can look over and say, nice cock.
Nice cock.
Hey, bro. Nice cock.
Want me to oil it up for you?
Is it?
Is the Goliath classmate's name Biggest Dickus?
Yeah, he's a big fan of the Monty Python roaming troupe.
I love the dead parrot sketch.
Okay, anyways.
Fucking Professor Mourner to see what the fucking sword symbol is.
Shut my corner. Hershey's the loveliest teacher of them all.
I mean,
So,
they're a tiefling, right? They would have horns.
yes. Mourner seems to kind of be not attending to too much right now, as he has he's got a raven that is kind of perched on his shoulder that he's just kind of one by one making palmfuls of seeds to feed it as it just kind of goes down to peck. As he looks over and sees he has visitors, he just kind of shoos it off to its little perch in the corner of the room and says, "Yes?"
Excuse me, Professor Mourner. We're helping Professor Aboro with some research he's doing. We were wondering if you could identify this symbol. And Geis will elbow Beatrix to hand over the piece of paper with the symbol on it.
Yes.
Yeah.
He,
No, I said Beatrix, not Viola.
oh,
I
Beatrix,
can't believe
Too
we
many
somehow
V
ended up
names.
with 2 V names.
2 VI.
It's
You pass along the drawing of it over, and immediately Moor's expression darkens. So Moor is a like blue skinned tiefling, so you can kind of see the shadows get cast a little more harshly against the sun at his back as he leans forward and says, "Would you all mind closing the door, please?"
okay. The guys will do so and then turn around. We're not in trouble, are we?
No, but well, there's not much of a reason to have this get out to anybody who doesn't need it here. What did Professor Boris say she was studying this for or from?
Guys look at the others and then take a win and say, well, she told us not to tell a lot of people, not to cause panic, but there was a disturbance in the catacombs, and there was a figure that showed this symbol.
Smart of her not to. Well, the original name of this glyph is unfortunately lost to us at this time being, but it is emblematic of one of the leadership of the Sinners. It's a heretical group that exists outside of the country. But why they're invading this school under cloak and dagger circumstances, well, it's worrying to say the least.
No doubt.
Did she give you any other details about what it's doing here, if it was working with anybody?
Just that the tomb, some of the tombs had been desecrated and like items stolen. She thinks they were old Valsidian tombs.
I can't say that I understand the connection, but I understand the concern, certainly. For the time being, all of you are leaving for an assignment soon enough, aren't you? I suppose this isn't much of a concern for the immediate time for you.
I believe so. I'm not sure when we're shipping out. Do we know when we're shipping out, actually?
You were, as of yesterday, it would be a week, so today is 6 days.
We've got just under a week left, yes.
Well, I advise all of you remain securely within your dorms during the night time. I will speak to the other professors so as to help heighten security measures and see if we can root out this problem.
Of course. Thank you for your help, Dr. Mourner.
My priority above all is the safety of the students here. And one more thing. If any of you encounter this figure, if any of you see a glyph from them, if any of you even notice something that resembles the vague notion of this figure, you need to run. This figure is beyond any of us, even on the faculty here. I'm worried even the Grand Legatii by themselves would not be able to take them head on. This is not a fight you can win, it is one you run from and you survive. Am I understood?
Yes, Professor.
Yeah.
I can imagine what I would do if any of you would perish in battle against them. What they could do to you instead of killing you.
Professor,
Yes?
please tell me what they might do.
Christmas, really?
The Sinners operate from a remote location known as the Whisper Isles. It used to be a Dominion kingdom very, very long ago, but in the centuries since, it's been just this maelstrom of foul, heretical, arcane magics, these dark, forbidden arts that, well, they boggle mind just to think how heinous they are. Human sacrifices, raising the dead and using them as thralls and servants, warping the very realities of the star itself in order to twist them to their bidding.
Oh, that's pretty fucked up.
The leadership of the Sinners. We don't even know if they're mortal, is the thing.
Okay.
They've been
You
operating.
can see, like, Christmas is noticeably pissed off when he hears the word human sacrifices. He clenches his teeth and says, "Thank you, Professor."
I say human sacrifices, I mean races of man in general, not exclusively humans, but the sentiment is understood.
I understand. Thank you.
Everything these sinners do is in twisted devotion to the deific figure Karistan, the heretic god known as the first man ever created by. The point stands, they already worship a deity that nobody else wishes to worship, and in their reverence of him, they will do everything to prove their devotion and to gain power from him and for him.
Oh, that's pretty fucked up.
Yes, it is not to be taken lightly.
I see.
What they want with this school of the catacombs beneath it worries me. But as I
Well,
said, that is not for you to be concerned about.
Too late.
Feels dribbling a little shit out of her pants right now.
Yeah.
Mystic pants.
Beatrix is shaking in her Beatrix is
She's
shaking in her
all fixed up.
sabatons. Well, I'll leave you to handle all that.
Certainly.
Yeah, it's probably fine.
Thank you again for your help.
Yeah, thanks a lot, Professor. We'll be sure to be clear of the night.
Certainly.
Yeah, I'm gonna scurry off.
Alright.
Yeah. Well, that's a no bueno.
Do you
The
think
what?
do you think that they'd be okay if I asked to be sent to the front line sooner?
I mean, you gotta come back to the school eventually. Gotta get that GED somehow.
It's fucking disconnected.
We're grad students.
Yeah. Exactly, you gotta get more degrees, or else you're not gonna get a job in this economy.
Oh no.
We're in this Roman economy.
Flips chair around, sits on it, resting on the front. Have you thought about your future after the military?
Yes, the military.
Have you thought about your future after your future with the military?
Yes, dead. Look, I'm gonna do my 5-year service, and then I'm gonna stay on with the military, and then until I die at the ripe old age of 30.
Wow.
It's an 11-year plan.
30 is actually lowballing it a lot, considering things.
Aren't we all like in our early to mid 20s?
So, is Beatrix the baby of the group then?
Oh, Beatrix.
How does she?
Matrix 22.
Beatrix is 19.
She
Oh no,
is
Christmas is her baby. No,
Oh,
Christmas is baby. Christmas is 17.
No.
That's really a
Christmas is baby.
that's really a baby considering he's a halfling.
baby.
Yeah.
Halflings live longer or shorter than
Longer.
Halflings
Normal.
live
Longer.
till they're 250 roughly.
Yes.
he is,
Oh,
baby.
I love the shit out of
Very
that.
baby.
So is there any other business you guys want to get up to?
What are you cowering from?
The stories, the concern of
Oh, look,
unearthly deity.
we scared off whoever it was, and like they know that
I mean,
the school knows.
Did you
so...
scare him off?
Shut up! You guys are saying that for
I know, I'm just saying.
the oldest benefit as much as you die. Like, I'm sure nothing bad will happen in like the 6 days before we leave.
Do you really gotta tempt fate like that?
Yes.
We're totally not gonna die and have a
Exactly.
walk away
Trying
from
to
ourselves.
die.
Yeah, I suppose you're right. It is only 6 days after all. But who knows what he could have made off with.
Viola.
But yeah, I'm gonna go
Jesus.
find Matilda.
Yeah. After a few hours of searching, you are able to find Matilda by herself reading under a tree.
What are these fucking nerds?
Hello.
Right at school.
Hello? What brings you here?
You know, I was just doing some light reading and came upon some mentions of the sinners that and how they're from the Isles, and I just was really interested, but I couldn't find any more books about it, so I thought I'd ask you. What do you know about them?
Well, it's, to be perfectly honest with you, we don't know very much about them because they don't answer questions and they tend to not be taken in alive. But what we do know is they have a triumvirate leadership, 3 priests. One of the names for them, aside from the Mad Zealots, is the Breakers of Chains, because their primary goal is to free their heretic god, Karazdun, from his prison down in what the heretics believe to be the afterlife for sinners, known as Hell. They have a head priest, who is the Priest of Fury, and 2 priests right below them, who are equal in rank, the Priests of Sorrow and Fear. Their titles are to be in reference to the primary emotions of the Karazdun himself. Fear being what he invokes, rather than what is felt. The other thing is, we presume that they live on the Isles because, well, who would want to go there to stop them?
It's fair. What are the Isles like?
What are they not like is probably an easier question. The dead roam the area. They have some manner of consciousness, but only in the sense that they're eternally tormented from something that infects them all. It's horrible to listen to them screaming. There's really quiet nights in Willow End when, if you're very close by the cliff, you can still hear things from across the horizon.
Oh.
There's spirits, there's monsters that live within the waters, there's monsters that live within the darkness of the trees, monsters that live in the swamps. That's what makes it such a dangerous place, and why it's even stranger that they decide to live there. There's nothing but malice and monsters and everything dangerous there. You said you were reading about this for fun?
Well, I mean, I wasn't reading about them for fun specifically, just it came up.
Right. Was that all?
Yeah, thanks.
Okay.
Have a nice day.
You as well.
Hmm.
Oh, are you going to see Gareth at any point soon?
I didn't have any particular plans to. Did you have a message for
it's
him?
alright if you're not going to.
I mean, I might bump into him.
Just, she kind of brushes some of her hair out of her face and says, just tell him that, I would like to, actually, yes.
Okay.
That's all. And she goes right back to reading.
Okay, I'm gonna go away.
Okay.